Anyway, so last week we just understood the theory part. So you guys, if you have any concern about the theory, any understanding problems, because once Ranga join, I will ask the question. So if you have any concern, I can clear your doubts. Let me know.
Subha, please tell the difference between automatic trust and manual trust. That is the only thing I wanted to understand in this theory part.
Okay. So while you are creating child domain, you know how to create the child domain, right?
Yes.
While you are creating the child domain, will you able to create any trust? Will you able to create any trust? Or you simply create the domain?
No, we will not create any trust while creating child domains. Trust will be created automatically. That is automatic trust.
Yes, you got my point.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is that while creating the domain tree, same thing. So number of domain will be created, and the trust will automatically created in their backend.
Oh, okay.
So same way, DNS delegation also done automatically. In the trust, while you create the parent-child trust, so child domain DNS will automatically delegate it for the parent domain. You got my point?
Yes.
Now, what are the manual trust? Tell me know what are the manual trust.
Manual trusts are basically external trusts. When we are creating trust between two different forests, that is manual trust.
I understand. How many is the manual trust? How many manual trusts are there?
There are 4 types of manual trust.
Manual trust. One is external, shortcut trust,
Forest trust and realm trust.
forest trust.
Hey, Mantesh Kambar, can you please go some silent place because background voice is coming. Okay. So, okay, understood. Now, what does you mean by the transitivity? What do you understand?
The transitivity means where the all domains are trusting each other. So like if I say the domain A, domain B and domain C, then all domains will be trusting each other, like the A equal to B, B equal to C and C equal to A.
It's good, but the answer is not expected. It's a small answer, but you are actually trying to understand, but you are actually skip the main topics. Mantesh?
It's like
if we create trust between A and B, and we have created trust between B and C, and then automatically trust will create between A and C.
Yes, if A will trust to B and B will trust to C, then trust will automatically come for A to C. This is called the transitivity trust, right?
Oh.
Now tell me, external trust, what kind of transitivity? Is transitive or non-transitive?
External is non-transitive.
Non-transitivity, right?
Forest trust?
Forest trust,
It's obviously it's transitive.
transitive.
Good. Okay. How the the shortcut? Why you are required to create the shortcut trust?
Till that I have not watched that video. I have watched it till now. Shortcut trust I have not watched it. I need to watch. Mantis, can you try to help me to understand?
Yeah, so within a single forest, if you have a multiple domains, okay, so the domain A and the domain B. So in the domain B, if we have a subchild domains, or you can say grandchild domains, so within that, if we wanted to create a trust between subchild domain to domain A, then the process will be like first it will go to subchild domain to domain B, and then domain B to domain A. So this process will this is the lengthy process. So to avoid this lengthy process, or you can say the slowness, or we will sometimes will get the request timeout. So due to the situation, so here we used to create a shortcut trust. So where we will be contacting domain A to that subchild domain of domain B. I could have seen it, but I joined through mobile, so I couldn't draw the picture.
Okay, so I'm showing you. Actually, Mantas is telling right, but until unless you understood the picture, you will still having the dice.
Yeah, let me try. Correct me if I am wrong. Suppose in a domain called A, I have a child domain, and then we have other domain called B. So if you want to create trust between that child domain and the B domain, we need to create trust will go from child domain to A domain first, then A domain to B domain it will go. Instead of this, we will directly create trust between child domain and the other domain. Correct? Huh?
Yes, Mantesh, you are topper, buddy. Siddharth, I wanted to tell you one more thing, that so Mantesh Kumar is the topper while he was in college, okay?
No, that is all not.
He's very much enthusiastic about learning. He got that.
Topper is good, but in the real life, topper if score well, then it will be significant. Because I saw many topper lost in their real life. Just because of realistic cases. So topper is a good. If he topper, definitely it's a very good, and he must have the.
It is not the matters that college and all that will not help you anything
Exactly.
in real life.
In real life, it's all depend on your maturity.
Yeah, sometimes since we are in home now, we are doing work from home, we have
I'm
work,
telling you,
homework also. That's why sometimes we will be not able to join.
I'm telling you my example. I'm telling you few example. When I was in schooling, when I was in school even 10, 12, I do not have too much of maturity level. Trust me, I do not have too much of maturity level, and my academic score are very normal and not so good in terms of high meritorious, brilliant scholar, not like that. I'm clearly telling. Even I am also Bengali medium student, not even English medium. Right now, what you are thinking in your mind, that is totally different. But whenever I have just coming from the middle class background, and my schooling was just a Bengali medium, not even English. Even when we have class 6, then we have start reading ABCD. This is in our Bengal actually. So you can come to Bengal to see that kind of school still there. Okay. So
in the college we used to learn coding. I was good in coding, but unfortunately I didn't get the coding project. So
I'm telling you coding. Okay, so what you are telling. When I was selected for the post of, actually I was first year, I have already taken an admission for mechanical engineering. Okay. But my father was not interested for the mechanical, and he's telling that leave and join computer science. Then again I go for the recouncil, and I have joined computer science. And this computer science, even when I was in the lab, my first lab in my college, I don't know how to power on the systems and how to power off the systems. What is internet? What is programming? Nothing else. I just set front of the system that machine was not power on, and I clicking on the keyboard and telling that the power is not coming, and teacher come to me and he kicked on my ass and telling that don't come if you do not know computer. And that was my turning point. Trust me, actually I am not the brilliant. I am not the meritorious. Even I was from the Bengali medium school. But thing is that those at the time I so-called the first boy, they are now doing ordinary jobs. Why? Because your thinking, your perceptions, your maturity will place you in a different world. If you're thinking that I definitely improve my income. Now you guys are working in IT and you know very well that to increase the income, the knowledge is the one of the things. Side by side, you should improve your communication, public relations skills, as well as technical skills, knowledge skills, and all those presentations. If you think of it, improvement will come automatically. You trust me. But those are the first boy, till that time, till they are doing ordinary jobs like school teacher, like clerical jobs. Even let's say if somewhere I am traveling in a public transport and they are come to me on face to face, they are actually shy. They won't talk me, but I talk them. I tell them, boss, do you understand me? Do you know me? That my name is Siddharth. I am from your schooling friends. That is the thing is that. So, who is first boy, who is second boy, that doesn't matter. Matter is how he treat his life and how he capable this is. Anyway, Mantesh, consider the scenario. Let's all are the domain, right? In a single forest. Now think of it, H to D. Let's say if you want to access the domain D, then the traffic will move to G to F, then F, E, then A, then B, then C, then D. Now sometime what happen, due to multi-layer of authentication, you might get request timeout. To avoid this situation, you have to create a trust between these two domains, because these are the earliest and backward domain. So if you have created trust between these two domains, communication will be normal. You got my point? Understood?
Yes, Siddharth.
Okay. So guys, you guys have learned well. That's very good. Okay, Ranga. So did you understand the trust last day?
Yes, Siddharth.
Okay. So what do you mean by transitivity?
Sharing the things.
Sorry?
Sharing. Transitive is nothing but sharing. Sharing the resources.
Sharing the resources. Sharing the resources.
Sharing the resources is nothing but user are able to log in different domain after giving the trust relationship.
Hey Mantesh, can you please rectify him whether he is correct or not?
Me or that Mantesh?
Mahantesh.
Yes, Ranga. Transitivity, nature of trust means that is not sharing the resources. It's like if you are creating trust between A domain and B domain, and you are creating trust between B domain and C domain, then trust will automatically create between A and C domain. That is transitive in nature. If I am your friend and Mantesh is my friend, then you will become automatically friends, right? Ranga and Mantesh, like that.
Okay.
Okay, how many type of how many type of trust are available? Are there? How many type of trust are there?
Like automatic,
Okay.
manual trust.
Okay. What are the example of automatic trust?
Okay. We creating domain, right? By default, it will come. It will create automatic, like parent-child trust and tree-root trust.
Okay. Fine. What is manual trust?
Manual trust, external trust, forest trust, shortcut and real trust. Four are there.
Okay. And okay, so when external trust is required? Which scenario you will create the external trust?
So let's consider there are two forests, the forest A and the
Hey
forest
Mantesh,
B.
wait, I'm not asking you, I'm asking to Ranga.
Okay.
Yes, it does. In one forest, creating trust relation between domain to domain, then we use external trust, which is non-transitive.
No. What is it, Mantesh? Mantesh, carry on. Which scenario you will
Okay.
create the external trust?
Ranga bro, let's consider there are two forests, okay, the forest A and the forest B. So if you want to create a trust between a specific domain from forest A and specific domain from forest B, so in that we need to create an external trust. Clear?
Ranga, I will give you a real-time example. If my company acquire your company, then we need to create an external trust between your company and my company.
No. Absolutely wrong.
Why?
That will become a forest trust, na?
That is external trust, right?
But you are
No.
in that you are
But-
not mentioning the
between-
domain.
No. There is
Company in the
absolutely
sense domain only, right?
your concept is not clear. See, let's say this is one forest, right? Just a minute. And this is one forest. Now external trust means, let's say this is a domain, this is a domain, and this is a domain, right? And the same way, another forest, this is a domain, this is a domain, this is a domain. Now external trust means not between forest trust, it's a trust between under any forest, any specific domain to any specific domain. This trust is called the external trust. And only, let's say I'm telling you, this is a domain A, domain B, domain C, domain D. That is for E, F and G, right? Now here the scenario only, the trust result is only C equal to E. You got my point? This is the external trust. And external trust, which scenario you have to create whenever one of the one-sided domain, it's a very low category, let's say NT4, pre-2000, pre-US 2003, and another side of the year that is 2012, 2008 R2, 2019, then situation you need to create the external trust. Clear?
So can you come again 2008 or 2020?
That means whenever, let's say the situation, you need to create a trust between these two domains. But I'm telling you, one of the domain, it's still having 2000 Windows 2000 N. So normally you cannot create the trust. So in that case, because other domain you have 2016 Win 2016. Now this lower version to higher version, you need to create the external trust, and this trust it's not for the transitive in nature, neither for all domain, only specific domain under specific forest. It's poor in nature, keep it in mind, poor in nature. Okay, so this is the external trust. And what about the forest trust?
Yes, Siddharth. It could be even C also latest one.
So
This is also 2012 or 2016.
I'm telling you, man, which scenario you have to create the external trust. Whenever one of the domain is the lower version still running, and another forest, they all have the highest versions, then in that scenario you need to create external trust. You got my point?
Of course.
Now what about the forest trust? Forest trust just end to end this forest. Now the result is, what about the result of the trust? Then here D equals to B equals to A equals to C equals to E equals to A equals to G. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So I think trust theory part you guys have learned well. So I'm really very good. I mean, it's feeling fantastic that you guys are learning. Very good. Keep it up. So today I will show you the practical for how to create forest trust. Okay, because not other trust can create possible, because scenario will not be happen, because realm trust it's need a Unix. External trust it need a lowest based operating system, which is I do not have. So general cases, 99.99 cases you need to create the forest trust. Clear? So I will create and show you the forest trust in 3 ways. So I will create the forest trust in 3 ways. How? First, I will show you the forest trust based on the forest trust based on the secondary DNS. Next, forest trust based on the conditional forwarder and last is stub zone. So I will try to show you same trust in 3 different ways. First was it's create the forest trust based on the secondary zone. Now second, I will create the trust based on the conditional forwarder, and third one is stub zone. Clear?
and so that also you were about to tell like creating sub-child domain or grandchild domain.
Yes, I will do that. Because
Yeah, sure.
trust is
Thanks.
very large practical, because after we have to do couple of 3 to 4 practical for enter trust. So today I will show you the forest trust, and then next day I will show you the automatic trust. Okay, so as per the diagram you understood that I am taking two servers, two forest with two different IP range, and later on it will be ping each other. See,
Gateway also give now only.
sorry,
Gateway.
I will do that. So first I will promote the child. First I will create the domain. Let's say the domain name is TCS
So that what will be considering router as a
Router as a means, what is the function of router?
no. So here you have created two servers. The one is CTS and another one is TCS, right?
Yeah.
The server name router. Okay.
Its function is router.
Yeah. You are adding two nickers.
Let me know first of all what router doing.
Yes, sir.
What router doing?
It connects different IPs.
It's connect different network.
Yeah, different.
Got
That's why router. Don't ask silly question, man. You are mature enough. Now you are doing the L3 kind of jobs, and it now after some time after done the course you will get good opportunity. You will get hands-on. Now your salary will be 12 lakhs, 14 lakhs, 15 lakhs. If you are asking this kind of silly question, then how will happen? So now I am going to routing solutions. So I think you guys are aware. Whenever you are not understanding, ask me question. That I'm joking. Okay, so don't mind. Whatever in your mind, ask me. So Mantesh, you asked me question for router, right?
बुरा मान लिया हो.
Hold on. Please.
नाही हे नंतर यार निक्का नाही मिळला कन्फर्म बताई. रंगा ब्रो जो आपने डीपी लगाया व्हाट्सएप को तुम्हारा घर है क्या?
हाँ मेरा घर है. वो नया नया कंस्ट्रक्शन है बोला ऐसा है।
सुपर ब्रो सुपर।
हाँ इसके लिए टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है यार, मेरा पर्सनल
But you're doing like apartment or how? It's on your own house or it's an apartment?
ओनर्स ओनर जी प्लस 2 प्लस पेंटर्स।
How many family members are there? Because I see that there are तीन मंजिल का है ना वो।
नहीं 3 फ्लोर रेंट्स को देना है और फर्स्ट फ्लोर हम लोग रेंट।
In Hyderabad only.
इन हैदराबाद।
Fine. Great.
थैंक यू।
कंट्रोल तो चलो सिद्धार्थ।
इधर
Guys, tomorrow we'll do practical. It's been long time we have not done practical. So tomorrow, Mantushi, you are ready with your laptop, right?
what Siddharth will say tomorrow also class will be there।
नहीं आप मुझे नहीं
क्यों
ಕೆಲಸ ಇದೆ
ಏನು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ?
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶೇಂಗಾ.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಮ್ಮ ದಿವಸ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ತಾಸು ಎದೆ ಶೇಂಗಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವಿ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ ನೆಲ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ?
ಈಟ ಐತಿ.
ಈಟ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕೂತ
ಹೋಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಗಂಟೆ ಐತಿ. 3-4 ಇಲ್ಲ 2 ಗಂಟೆ ಐತಿ.
ಆಳ ಚಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಇಲ್ಲ
ಮನೆಯವ್ರಷ್ಟ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ದೋಸ್ತ 3-4 ದಿವಸ ಐತಿ.
ನಿಗ ಹೊಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಗ್ಲ ಹೊಡ್ಸ್ಬ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಬಡ ಬಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಹಂಗಿರಲ್ಲ.
ನಿಗ್ರ ವರ್ಷ ಕಾಯೆಲ್ಲ ಹರಿತಾವ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ ಜವಾಗ ಗಚ್ಚಿರ್ತಾವ. ನೆಗ್ಲ ಭಾಳ ಕೆಳ ಹಾಕೋದ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಒಂದೇ ನೆಗ್ಲ ಹೊಡಿಸ್ತದ.
ನಾವು ನೆಗಲ ನಾವು ಗಚ್ಚಬೇಕು.
Hello. Sorry.
Yes, Siddharth.
I was a call actually.
It's okay. Actually, we forgot that you only told that you just get reminder on Thursday, so you can prepare the infrastructure. So we forgot to tell you.
Hold on, just a minute.
ಮಂತ್ಯ ನಗಲ ಸೋಕಿತ ಬೆಟರ ಒಂದು 2-3 ಆಳ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ನೋಡು, ಗುದ್ದಲಿ ಆಗ ಹಾಕಿ ತೆಗಿತಾರ. ಒಂದು ಕಾಯ್ದು ಹರಿದಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಸಿನೇ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅವು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ದು ಹಸಿ ಐತಿಪ್ಪ.
ನೆಲ್ದಾಗ ಕಾಯಿ ಉಳಿದಲ್ಲ
ಹಸಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇರ್ತಾವ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮನೇಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದವು.
ಇರ್ಕೋದೆ ನಾಳೆ
ನಾಳೆ ನೀನು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ರಿವ್ಯೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ನಾಳೆ. ನಾವು ರಿವ್ಯೂ ನೋಡೋಣ
ನೋಡಕ್ಕ
ಇನ್ನೂ ನೋಡಕ್ಕ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನನಗೆ
ಬೊಂಬೆ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್.
ಹುಡುಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಾನೆಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ
ಮದ್ವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಏಜ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 30 ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಜೆಷನ್, ನನ್ನ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಿ.
Why bro?
One of the best suggestion in every life, don't marry.
Married man,
From married men, yes. Don't marry. Be happy.
ಬಟ್ ಸಂಸಾರ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಡೆದಪ್ಪ?
ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಡೆದಂತೆ? ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬೇಡ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಸಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. तो फैमिली मेंबर्स वो सुनता है नहीं ना, कैसे भी किधर भी जाओ, शादी में जाओ, क्या करते हैं बच्चा, क्या करता है, शादी कब कर लेते हैं, कब करवाता है, किधर भी जाओ उन लोग के मन में क्या रहता है, अरे करना है हम लोग पीछे कर दे. उसके बाद Mantesh, what about you?
Hey, he is always ready, but anytime.
Anytime for marriage or something?
For marriage only.
Marriage only. Okay then, fine. It's marriage, then it's fine.
ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು ನನ್ ಕೇಳೋ ಅನ್ಕ.
Siddharth is doing something, but he's on mute or what?
Siddharth?
Yes.
Are you able to hear?
Not on mute. In Kolkata, farmers are doing strike or not, Siddharth?
Sorry?
In Kolkata, farmers are doing strike or not?
I'm not getting you. What you are telling?
Farmers are doing strike or not in Kolkata?
Strike. Kolkata is a museum actually. You will get various type of products here.
Why strike? Why strike? Why?
Strike because
Against Modi policy, against the new
against his one new policy came, no?
per power, right?
Yeah, land acquires.
Okay. Even power also, for current also, he brings something.
And
In our Telangana, we are giving free current to farmer. But central government, what they are doing? They are arranging meters to them. How much they use, they need to pay. Even in that, we'll give subsidy. After they pay, we'll give subsidy. Total amount. Then what is the use? 100 rupees bill, if you get 100 rupees bill, you want to pay 100 rupees, after government deduct 100 rupees again they will give you back, give farmer back. Why this much? If nothing is there, better na. Give and take policy, the additional time, additional manpower, headache.
no, that will create one employment, no, for someone who choose to try.
It's burden on farmers, right? How can they pay if they get 4,000, 5,000 rupees? Might get in future, not right away. They need to pay right away, right? Otherwise, the current will goes cut off from department. अरे तकलीफ भी देते हैं स्टेट गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारे दे रहा है लेकिन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट रोक रहा है
तुम एक काम करो तुम इलेक्शन में खड़े हो
भाई इलेक्शन में सब सब्सिडी भी देगा फार्मर्स को
ऐसे सब लोग बोलते हैं भाई बिफोर इलेक्शन
Rangan, you must know that Andhra Reddy.
Yeah, no.
Is a colleague or how? In relation,
कलीग बोल रहे हैं उसको
relation, sorry.
Both for the relations.
Okay. Then it will be help for इनको भी politics में आने के लिए.
इसलिए घर बना रहे हो बड़ा
यार पूरा लोन से बना रहे हो फिर लोन पेमेंट करना पड़ता फिर इतना अच्छा बोले तो मैं अच्छा सीख के जॉब ले लेके उससे पेमेंट करता रिपेमेंट सिद्धार्थ कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे
अभी गुस्से में आएगा देखा हमने
Yes, tell me.
Yes, yes.
Now here, ten dot ten dot ten dot ten.
Okay, it is pending, no?
Sorry?
Yes, it is pending.
No, I'm telling you the pinging. It's pinging done. So I'm just going to
Yeah,
create
yeah.
the forest. But before that, I have to change the server name. am created tcs.com.
Siddharth,
Yes.
node means what? Sometimes we are getting pings like the node is down, we are working on it.
Note down alerts.
Right.
The note down alert means the servers maybe crash, maybe hard disk crash, maybe OS crash, maybe server hung. So these are the note down alerts. The agent installed in your central tools, from this agent is pulling the node. If he is not get the response, he will tell that the note down alert. Many reasons note down can alert happen. Maybe server hard disk crash, maybe OS crash, maybe server is on hung, maybe server is on rebooted. Okay, so these are the things.
When server is off due to power, that's also considered as a alert come.
Sorry?
Power issue also,
Yeah.
node alert will come. Right?
Yes, many issues can happen.
Node means particular servers or
Node means particular devices.
devices. Particular devices.
Huh?
Yes, node means particular endpoint device, server, anything, router. You can call it as node in network.
Okay.
So here in this scenario, ten dot ten dot ten dot ten. Okay. Now here, first create on users instead of administrator.
So while creating external trust, domain admin rights is enough or interface admin rights?
It's a domain admin.
Okay, okay.
And same I will create user for TCS as well. Let's say Mantesh. Fine. Now this state I will take one snapshot, because using this infrastructure I will show you a couple of practicals. And this perfect. Now first techniques, using first techniques, how you create the trust. This is very easiest way to create the trust. What? Let's, you are in cognizant domain, just add one DNS for, you know, for the your secondary forest. The IP is,
Siddharth, can you go back and come in? Close out.
so this is the 10 series IP address. Now here in cts.com domain, I am telling you the first easiest techniques how you can create the trust. Just adding the DNS for the secondary forest. That means the cts.com having IP address 10.10.10.10 and tcs.com IP address is 192.168.10.10. So I am just adding here 192.168.10.10. Okay, and the same way I am added clear? Perfect. Now what I need to do, here I will just ping in CTS, I will ping TCS and TCS I will ping cts.com. Fine. Now where you have to go to create the trust? Go to the domain.msc. Trust. Here you have to create the new trust. Okay, for your information I will tell you another options. Either you go for domain.dsc from run, or else go to the administrative tools, Active Directory, domain and trust. From here go to the properties, trust, from new trust. Now click on next and type the name of the domain or forest or realm for this trust. If you type the name of the forest, you must type the DNS name. So for example, network name is supplier.com, so I am just going to create on tcs.com. Now here's the two options, external trust or forest trust. So I'll create the forest trust. Now it's saying two-way, one-way outgoing. So I'm creating two-way. This domain only, both this domain, because once I create the trust from here, both side trust will be created. So I will reduce the effort. So I'll create these secondary options. Now here type the username and password of an account that has administrative privilege on this specified domain. So I have a, that's TCS plus Mantesh. Now he's trying to log in. Now it is forest wide authentication or selective wide authentication. So always choose the forest wide authentication. The attempt to read the names claimed by the specific domain has failed. The operation failed. The error is there is currently no logon servers available to service this logon request. And then go to the properties, authentication, that is fine, validate. Here you will put
TCS admin का पूछा है.
this is the incoming trust.
Give TCS admin credentials.
No logon server is telling this domain, other domain, this type forest. Okay. Now if you go to open your Active Directory, now here if you search anything you can select it. I can find it out all domain TCS and CTS. Oh, that I need to validate TCS as well. Incoming trust.
Let's reset the trust password you try once. What is it? Trust cannot be activated.
Anyway, so it might have that the DNS we provided, okay, it's not be reachable. In that case, what I need to do?
Actually, I think you did in IPv4 itself. In advanced DNS tab, you didn't mention in tcs.com. Can you check once?
Just a minute. I'll just put the DNS ID there. Okay, let's remove it. Okay. So now I will create the again trust here. Go to the properties. Okay, now here's telling specified domain credential. Now you put TCS/Mantesh.
ये ಬರ್ತಿದೆ
Anyway, so okay, fine. From DNS IP, it's not working. It might have some problem. I will fix later on. So, what in that case? What we need to do? Please go on mute. here we can do one thing. Let's say tcs.com. So I'm just going to the DNS. Then I will create one conditional forwarder. Okay, so this for the new conditional forwarder is one 10.10. And the same way I'll create conditional forwarder for cts.com Okay, so both conditional forwarder I have created. Here I have created tcs.com and here I have created cts.com. Right? Now I am going to create the trust again. So let's go to the properties, trust, new trust. It is on cts.com. Two-way trust, both domain. I am giving administrator, you can giving them any of the domain admin user account as your choice. Request. What to do? Because he's telling no logon server available, but I have already provided that logon server. Why it is not working?
So that try to log in with a domain admin and then try once.
No, not like that. Okay, let's log off.
Log off all 3 servers and log in and then try.
Created as a Mantesh.
Okay, so now let's try once more time. I'm not doing any reboot. I'm not doing any reboot.
Yeah, please. Okay. So I just mail also. I will send the mail also. Please go to the reboot until we get the permission.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So now, before creating the trust, we have to check the DNS first. here let's do one thing. As these are, they are not allowed me to see, they are saying that no logon server available. Anyway, so let's do that one. I have a one solution. Let's see. That here, instead of create conditional forwarder, I will create a secondary zone of TCS.com. Okay. But here the zone will not come until and unless I will do the zone forwarding options.
John transfer. Right click on PCG room.
ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ
Okay, now if I forward the zone is transferred. The same way I'll go to okay. It's saying additional forwarder zone already exists, so I have to delete it. Conditional forwarder. Hello? Hello? Yes, tell me.
Yeah, because Satish here again.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, patching is completed now. So please go ahead and deliver.
Okay, what are the server name?
The server's name is about 10 servers. I have mailed in the page.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. So now it is done, right? Both the DNS zone I have created secondary zone, every domain. Now what I need to do, again I will create the forest. Why it is happen?
consider try to NS lookup DNS.
That will all do, but why it is not created, that will be a challenge. And support are blocking something else. That we need to find out the troubleshooting.
So that do we need the joint delegation here?
It's launching, fine.
Firewall is open.
Firewall is off. If you face this kind of challenge, so definitely you can crack any interview. Any interview. See the trust relationship created successfully. Okay.
Yes.
What was the issue, Siddharth?
The issue was we have to create the secondary zone. Then only your forest will be understood. And after that, the reboot was pending.
So both sides we need to create secondary zone.
Yes.
After that reboot is required. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So first step conditional forwarder we have to set, then secondary zone, reboot, then trust creation.
Now what I need to do, you can validate the trust. Go to the properties, trust, and go to the properties and validate the trust. Incoming trust, that means trust are coming to here in TCS. So definitely tcs.com/Mantesh
Siddharth is clearly showing now above administrative privilege in cts.com. CTS administrator friends required here.
Yeah, one sided it validate. Now go to the another sided.
Siddharth,
Yes.
the user must be in CTS admin, should be CTS admin. Did you add it?
Okay. So your trust has been completed. Now go to the tsa.ms. So here in TCS, so you are searching users Sid or Siddharth, and then you have to select the entire directory. Okay, do one thing. So domain local groups. So it is taking time to replicate all those stuffs. Okay, so till that time we have to wait. Hmm. Okay, fine. So, as the trust has been created successfully, and next week you guys first do the practical. This is very vital and critical practicals, and then I will go for the next practical, that is user migration. That means TCS user will be migrated on CTS based on the SID filtering that I will show it. Okay, this is
So
pure.
tomorrow practical, huh?
Tomorrow practical? Yeah, sorry. Tomorrow is the practical. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is the practical. I thought today is Sunday. Okay, so tomorrow is the practical.
Then tomorrow will be Monday again. We are closing down something like that.
Okay, so check that. So I'm giving the video.
Siddharth,
Yeah.
where we see the automatic trust.
Okay, so automatic trust I will show you next practical.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
అడిగిన దేవతలు తెలియదు